who won the gold in Olympics. And those girls, they are so young and they can only skate till they're 17 and 18, and after that they just start to lose their skills because they naturally gain more weight, or they add so much back injuries repeatedly, those micro injuries, and then almost all of them stopped skating at 17 or 18. So it's like so sad. And this year, actually, everybody thought the winner would be this girl called Kamila Kalev, and Kamila is only 15. I think she's almost 16, but she's like the youngest, the strongest now from Russia, and she has won so many competitions, and she's like actually unbeatable. But then, like, this huge scandal broke out because she tested positive for this heart medication that is also performance enhancing. So it was this whole thing, what they would do since she was still a minor. They actually need to protect her identity. Sorry, I needed to get some water. I almost choked myself. So now I'm back and I forgot what I've been talking about, but I think I've still been talking about Kamila. So yeah, so this girl, I don't know, normally, if there is a doping scandal, I don't feel so much sympathy for the girl or for the athlete, but a lot of people are saying she's only 15, so if she has been taking this heart medication, it must be the idea of her coaches, because they put so much pressure on this little girl. And she's so good because if you look back in the revolution of female figure skater a few years back, if you could do a triple of a lot of the elements like Lutz or Tolu and etc., then you are good. But Kamila consistently landed quadruple, like 4 times, this different kind of spinning in the air. And now, she can still compete, but she is not allowed to have any medal. And spoiler alert, she did fall in her last performance, so she ended up on her 4th place. So I just felt, I don't know, I feel sad. I mean, I feel happy for her teammate, because her teammate, her name is Anna Shcherbakova. She won the gold, although it was so hard for her to gain her place into the Russian national team. People are saying that it is so competitive for the Russian skaters. Someone in Russia who finished in the nationals in the 6th or 7th place, for example, in the US, would get a ticket straight to the Olympics, but in Russia, they just don't make the cut. And she, people literally doubted her why she should represent Russia, and now she won the gold, so that's cool. interesting. Like, I didn't know her before, but she's very famous, and I think it caused a lot of controversies that she's growing up in America, but she represented China, and because in China you can only represent China if you have a Chinese citizenship, and China does not acknowledge double citizenship, so a lot of Americans are not happy. But then again, I mean, there are a lot of Chinese Americans winning gold medals for America, so like people just chill. Yeah, like for the men's figure skating, Nathan Chen, who is Chinese American. And anyways, I'm just so proud of all these athletes. I mean, because I'm Chinese, obviously I watch a lot of, or I focus more on the Chinese games, like, or who won gold for China, but all the athletes are amazing, and yeah, that's just my very quick video or reaction of the Winter Olympics. And also, guys, I have finished 7 of my 8 exams, and this one exam that I told you guys I thought I could possibly fail, I did pass it, so I'm like super happy. And let's get a little bit more eating, then I can talk about a little bit of my plans for the semester weekend, so for the semester break. Okay. Oh yeah, so the semester break is literally going to start tomorrow after my last exam, which is in Naturheilkunde. I have no idea how to translate this into English, but this is like the most bullshit subject that I've ever had. And the professor, being a very uncomfortable person that he is, does not help. And this is not my personal opinion, this is like the opinion of all the students in my uni. So basically, he's just so extra in a bad way. Like for his seminars, when it's on Zoom, he literally let us show our student ID to prove that we are ourselves, and no other professor is doing like, I mean, seriously, who would, like, as if I would like let some random stranger sit in front of my computer to pretend to be me, and I'm just going to do something else during our lectures, and it's a whole thing. And also for tomorrow, he asked all of us to go to the exam like 30 minutes prior to the exam, which also no other subjects like ask that, and it's just so unnecessary, which is mildly frustrating. But thank God, after next exam we are going to have nothing to do with this human being anymore. she is already how to say it, she